stupid instead of fake. Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sending it right now.
Hey, stupid instead of fake. Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sending it right now.
What is going on, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? Want to thank everybody for joining us. You guys are tuned in to the dopest live NFL show on YouTube. And I am flanked by my boys, the incomparable Glass from Gateway to Sports. Say what up, homie.
What up, people?
Everything good with
Let's
you,
do
cuz?
this.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, look, to my right, that's my boy JB. What's happening, homie? What's good with you?
What's going on, man?
Everything good? We got a special guest in the house for all the people who like to watch our show, man. We got the best from the West, the big homie, 49 cents. Say what up, homie. Say what up. Say what up.
The best from the West. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. What's good with you, homie? What's good with you?
Everything's good over here. West side is the
Hey,
best side.
stupid instead of fake.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, we got a good show for y'all today.
Oh, man.
What? You hear that? You hear that echo from JB? I heard that. Anyway, we got a good show for y'all tonight, man. We are going. This is week one, and everybody been talking about week one. Everybody been going on and on about week one this and week one that. It's here, man. You know, as a matter of fact, I think tomorrow night. Gonna go down tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
It goes down tomorrow night, and
All right.
yeah, it goes down tomorrow night, and
I'm sending it right now.
so we got what? I keep on hearing this echo from somewhere. Let me fix that real quick. There it is. All right. Let's kill that. All right, we back in the building. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying was we all excited for week one, and it's time to do it. We got some things we want to talk about today. Before we get into it, though, let's let everybody know what the scoop is. Last week we had a record crowd here. Last week we had over 117 tweets come through the show. It was a beautiful thing. I want to let everybody know I appreciate the engagement with the audience and all that kind of stuff. We gonna be doing a little bit different today. I got 49 cents in the building, so if you guys send your tweets in, use the hashtag TeamBoydTV Live. You can tweet at him, or you can just tweet the show. 40's tweets will be orange, no, red in the tweet box. Glass, yours will be orange, right? Yeah, yours is orange, right? Yours is orange, and JB's is purple, and of course mine's gonna be blue, Carolina blue. Let's do it. So look, first thing we got on tap, man, we're gonna talk about this whole Roger Goodell new NFL conduct policy stuff. We're gonna get down with that. We also gonna talk about, because you know that Ford, I gotta ask you this now, because like, look, I was over to Google Plus talk about how I thought since 49ers was going through what they was going through, that Michael Sam probably would have ended up there, but he ended up going to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I know, let the hilarity ensue. I'm saying, you know, but we're gonna talk about that too, and also we're gonna dig into Normally we do the 4 biggest games of the week, but by popular demand, we're going to do 6 this week, right? And of course, we're going to do all 4 of our games. We're going to be talking about the Denver. Who's Denver playing again?
Indianapolis.
Right? And we're going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals going up against JB's Ravens. We're going to talk about what's them dudes' name in Florida? Tampa.
Do we really care?
The Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks going up against my Panthers. And then, of course, we're going to end it up with the main event. We're going to talk about that big game that Dallas Cowboys hosting the San Francisco 49ers, which has been a much talked about, much hyped up game and that kind of thing.
Game.
But yeah, so it's gonna be good. Hey, look, fellas, y'all got anything y'all wanna throw in there before we head to our first break and get into some of these topics? What about you, JB?
I just want to give a big shout out to all the Dallas Cowboy fans.
Oh yeah, that's what we doing.
I want to let all y'all know that you're going to see this face right here a whole lot.
So
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
that's what we doing, right? That's what we doing.
Yep.
I can tell
Yeah.
this show is going to be off the chain tonight. Hey, listen, guys, if you want to join the conversation, you can do it on YouTube. We're paying attention to it a little bit, but you probably want to hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag TeamBoydTV Live. We can show them live on the show. And before we and it's going to be dope. So listen, we're going to take our first break and we'll come back and we're going to dig right into this stuff. And we'll be right back. TeamBoydTV Turbo is sponsored by Domain.com.
I'm going to try my hardest not to curse on this show, though. I know that much.
In today's connected world, it's kind of hard to be heard or to get noticed. That's why an online presence is so vital. If you have a brand to promote, relying on social media just doesn't cut it these days. Although social media is a powerful way to build a following, there is nothing like having your own hosted website. That's where Domain.com comes in. Domain.com offers the very best in web
They hurt,
services.
man. Dallas.
And with plans starting at just under $4 a month,
Right now.
it's super affordable as well. And now, because you guys are awesome Team Boyd TV Turbo subscribers, you can get yourself a sweet combo deal if you go to TeamBoydTV.com and click the Domain.com button. Once you click the button, you get redirected to the Domain.com promo page, where once you sign up and use the promo code DOMFREE, that's DOMFREE, you can get yourself a free domain name. That's a free website that you can use to build your audience. And Domain.com web hosting is packed with bonus features too. Check this out. All web hosting plans come with $100 Google AdWords bonus, $50 Yahoo/Bing search marketing credit, $50 in Facebook advertising, a free YellowPages.com listing, and get this, a free toll-free phone number if you live in the U.S. And if you're like me and you know nothing about website design, Domain.com even has the awesomely easy drag-and-drop site builder to get you up and running right away. So what are you waiting for? There's no excuse not to get your online presence rolling right now. Remember, go to TeamBoydTV.com, click the Domain.com button, and use the promo code DOMFREE to get your free domain to use for your website today.
Hey, you get my Twitter, right? Sent you a tweet.
All right, fellas.
My lady wanted to join.
We are back. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're back. We back, and let's get into this. Which way y'all want to go first with this, man? Y'all want to talk about, you know, the big elephant in the room and Michael saying, y'all want to talk about that first? Y'all want to do that first? Let's
go ahead and do that, man.
Let's go ahead and do it.
No, like I said, we ain't scared of nobody. Let's go.
So listen, this is what went down, right? For people who don't know, Michael Sam was drafted by the St. Louis Rams, made the first cuts during training camp. Second cut didn't make it. Didn't even make the practice squad. A couple days later, the Dallas Cowboys decided to sign him to their practice squad. 49 said, I'm coming to you first. How you feel about this, man?
I'm gonna be professional right now.
Yeah, you need. Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. You know, well, first off, for all the Dallas Cowboy fans that was making fun of Michael Sam,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
you know, how about them Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
But I just like really on like, to be for real. I mean, I don't really see a big deal about it. You know, Dallas Cowboys have a horrible defense, one of the worst in the league. They need all the help they can get, whether it's a homosexual, black, white, female.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, they need all the help they can get right now.
They
so
do.
I mean, if they see a player that's out there they can pick up, I mean, why not, man?
That's
I mean,
right.
He what was he drafted, like 7th round?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was way down there. Hey, Glass,
Yeah.
your boy Coast, you remember Coast from the this year's 23 team, right?
Yeah.
Me and him was going back and forth today on Twitter about the same situation. He said that, you know what, it's a good thing for Dallas because Jerry Jones is going to find some kind of way to get some money out of this. and he gonna pimp.
Come on, man. You know Jerry Jones is the ultimate marketing machine, man. So he gonna pull in anybody and everybody he can to make that money. Because their team is not relevant, so you got to find ways to bring in that money.
Hey, JB, what's your thoughts on this whole situation, bro?
I agree with what 49 said, Glass, and you about Jerry Jones being trying to find a way to make money out. He's still fuming and pissed off about how he missed Johnny Manziel.
Oh yeah.
So it ain't about best player. It's about the best marketable player.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe that.
And if you happen to be good in the process, that's a boost. But it's more or less about how much money he can make off the player wearing his uniform.
Right. But let's go back to draft night for a second though, because I feel like I got to do this, right? Because I've been hitting around about it on Google Plus like for the last couple of days. Let's go back to draft day. Who was the most vocal group? When Michael Sam got drafted by the St. Louis Rams. I'm coming back to you, 40. Who was the one making the most noise, doing the most giggling?
Well, I was doing the most noise. I don't know if really the whole fan base.
Right.
I couldn't shut up that night.
I know that's right.
But see, what you got to understand, I want to make this clear. I wasn't making fun of anybody's sexuality.
Right.
What I was making fun of was because before the Rams picked him up, everybody from the NFC West was all talking about how, it would be so funny if the gay state of America picks up a gay player, making all these jokes, and then he went to the Rams. I just find it hilarious. Yeah. It was like a slap in the face. I just thought I mean, it's just too good.
That's right. Hey, so Glass, when you were sitting there on draft night, right? I know you was looking at the social media, man. What was you thinking?
Man, like I said, everybody. I think everybody was being politically correct because then nobody wanted to get the heat from the gay community and whatnot when everything jumped off. But you know what? My thing with everything said and done, as long as the man could do his job and knock down the quarterback, get to the quarterback, I don't care what his preference is. But you're gonna have that community that's going, especially now since he's on the Cowboys, going to bring the Brokeback Mountain situations and stuff out.
There you go.
Did I throw that out there? My fault, man.
JB, we're wrapping up with this. Glass hinted on it. The dude's football skills and his football acumen, man. Do you think he will be something in this league, man? Is he gonna do anything, or just gonna 3 years from now we're gonna be thinking who the hell was Michael Sam?
I don't think you can be national defender of the year in college. And not have some talent. I think he can play. I just think this over sensationalizing of his sexuality is just ridiculous. I think the positive part of him having to start from the bottom, with him being the first openly gay player, I mean, that's good for him. That's good medicine for him if he has to prove people wrong. Yeah. But as far as all this other stuff, I don't get it today.
Right.
I can care less.
All right. So listen. I don't know. When was this? Was this Monday or was this Tuesday when this new NFL conduct policy mandate came out? I can't remember which day. I know it was early in the week. Wasn't it, Glass? It was Monday or Tuesday?
Domestic violence?
Yeah.
That was Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Hold up. I thought the dude from San Francisco got caught up on Thursday.
No, he got caught up on Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday night, Sunday morning.
So if
49 cents. We're gonna put you on blast right now.
So listen.
He just slid that in there.
Yeah, he did. So Glass, if you remember last week,
I thought that guy from the 49ers got it was Tuesday.
They're too good for that, man. Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, but Glass, you remember
as we segue to it,
right? Glass, you remember?
Go ahead. I'm here.
You remember last week we did the 2-cent deposit on your channel, right? And I got all excited talking about how I was kind of frustrated and upset with the fact that these disciplines, these punishments they didn't make no sense, right? Right. This dude gets suspended. I'm looking at you, JB. This dude gets suspended for 2 games for dragging his unconscious lady out of the elevator, and then a while later another dude gets suspended for a year for smoking that herb. And then the dude from Dallas get popped with the Molly, and it's wild, right? It wasn't no standard. It wasn't nothing going on with that. And JB, I'm gonna come with you first, since Ray Rice kind of sparked this whole thing. I want to know what your take is on this.
Well, I think it is what it is. As far as all these guys having these problems, I think it wouldn't have been a big deal 10 years ago.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, there's public outcry. Just like where I put it like this, I think I challenge the NFL to go back and review the severe and harsh punishment on Michael Vick, since all of this stuff seems to be
absolutely
on another stratosphere of punishment.
Yeah.
I think they should go back and just say, Mr. Vick, we done you wrong with this dog thing. Yeah. Now I don't condone that, but I'm saying, since my point is that since weed and making statements in airport security and having a domestic dispute is like the ultimate crime.
Apparently.
You know, I think Michael Vick's thing was minuscule at this point.
Right. Now,
40,
let me ask you this, man. After listening to all that, right? Okay, now let's talk about the dudes in Pittsburgh, and let's talk about Scandrick, and let's talk about Welker for a second, right? Am I missing somebody on that dope? Oh, Gordon, right? Missing Gordon, right? Yeah. So they've been suffering the harshest penalties here, right? Now, how do you feel about like all the other stuff, the domestic violence and stealing cars and acting like you got a terrorist bomb in the airport versus the guys on that dope, right? I'm saying, how you balance this?
All right. Well, I want you to hear me out about something.
All right.
And everybody, just hear me out. If I'm wrong, let me know. But just hear me out for me. If this, let's say, NFL players, right? This is their job, right?
Right.
Okay. If this was any other job, let's say you work at Kmart, right. And now I'm gonna just let's talk about the drug use first. Now, if this was Kmart, if this was Walmart, any of those places, and you did the same thing, how do you think how do you think they would get penalized by their employer at those places compared to what the NFL is doing? And if the domestic case is like, if you was working a 9-to-5 job and you had a problem with your wife, you physically abused her, but you didn't go to jail, would your job, would they really have the right to penalize you in any way?
I see where you're going with this. And I, you know what? I never thought of it this way. I never thought of it this way at all. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because everybody been all outraged saying, hey, listen, oh my God, Ray Rice is such a monster, and then this other guy gets punished way harder, right? I never thought about it that way though.
Well, I can answer that for you, 40. I can answer that for you for how they do things. Number one, you're on a different platform. You're on a different stage as a NFL player. You polarize for everything you do on that stage. You get paid way more than the average Joe in a regular 9-to-5. And some of them pride themselves on doing certain philanthropy work, or they're in the community, or et cetera, et cetera. And it's a big time contradiction when stuff like this happen, and the media gonna run it, they gonna spin it out of control. So what that does is you're a product of the NFL, you're a product of the Shield, and when you do something, they have to find a way to protect their investment, because it's a constant, like a revolving door in the NFL. Players come in every year. Think of 2,000 players get drafted in the NFL every year, something like that.
Oh yeah.
So it ain't about just one guy. You might be a star now, but it's about how you tarnishing the Shield for the next 2,000 or the next star that's gonna probably be bigger than you.
Right, but see, my thing is, Ms. Glass, and just like I was saying on your show, it got to be some kind of black and white, so everybody can just open the book and be like, oh, okay, so I did this, so I'm gonna expect to get this. Josh Gordon and Alden Smith were sitting around for months, waiting to see what the commissioner was gonna say. They had no idea what was going on, so they held up what was going on with their respective teams. They didn't know whether to keep this guy or cut that guy. They didn't know what was going on, right?
Right.
I'm just saying, I got a problem with that, man.
Okay, let me go ahead and play devil's advocate right now. I'm not saying I'm a Roger Goodell fan, but let's sit in his shoes real quick. Y'all brought up the Michael Vick situation. Then every now and then you get a dink and a dink and a dink of other players messing up. Cool. If you notice this year, man, I hear what you're saying. We both discussed this on 2 Cent Deposit, but like I said, let me sit in his shoe real quick. Just sit in his seat real quick. You got a knucklehead can't get off the weed. He keep getting in trouble. You got these guys popping mollies. You got Scandrick popping mollies. You got Wes Welker popping mollies. Not only players, then you got an owner who want to sell drugs on the street. Yes. So he's just like, you know what? Let me sit back try to figure out how this is going to go.
Right.
Once I get everything situated, and I'll throw all these fines and suspensions out there. Now it might be in black and white. You never know.
Right.
Then with the Ray Rice situation, he even admitted that he messed up. Yeah. So I give him credit for saying, you know what, I messed up on that, but we're gonna fix this right now. Mm-hmm. Now I got a devil's advocate with the Ray Rice situation, but we get to that later.
Okay.
But it's all about, let's sit back. He taking his time, getting all his lawyers together to see what they could do. Then now he's gonna pass out sanctions because he just passed out the fines and suspensions to Ursay. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
So everything gonna fall in line. So I give him a little credit. I give the Roger Goodell a little credit.
So let me say this then, Q. Y'all, ain't we tired of hearing about news about players messing up? Don't we sit back as regular people and like, damn, how you gonna mess up $40 million? How you gonna mess up a promising career for playing a game? Yeah. And we got to get up and go to work every day.
Right.
Like, personally, I'm tired of them players. I'm tired of those guys screwing it up.
Right.
I get tired of hearing about it.
Jump in there for it. Go ahead.
I feel what he's saying, but I wanted to, kind of like add a little bit to what everybody was saying. Just have I got like one question. Do you think the NFL will turn into its own technical, legal, its own little government? Because if you look at a lot of these cases, and you see some people like Ray Rice didn't get charged, but the NFL is going to charge him. So you think the NFL is going to have its own, how can I put this, its own judge and jury for its own players?
I definitely think that's coming. I think that would probably be the end all be all to the whole thing. I think because now we're sitting waiting on the legal department to do what they need to do. Then we got to wait on the judgments to come down from the NFL. Then you got to deal with.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because you got to wait on this.
Yeah,
on that, right. So the NFL just have its own, its own legal representation, whatever you want to call it, to address these players and these issues, and be stamped into every single contract from now on, into the future.
I think it's a good.
Well, they already got their own investigators, so that what you're speaking of is already the wheel's already in motion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They already got their own investigators. They already got certain. I guess they call it. They want to label it protection for players. They follow them around, but it's investigators. They got them under the scopes everywhere they go.
Oh yeah.
But I don't understand why, everything's still reactive. Why, if you following them, you should see that they probably hanging around the wrong people in the wrong neighborhood. You should do something. If
dudes want to get ghosts, dudes get ghosts. Okay, you know this better than anybody. I'm just saying,
Right.
So listen, the last topic that we got, because while all this stuff was going on, was it toward the end of the season last season, or was the season already over when Jim Irsay got popped with all that stuff in his whip?
I think it was over already.
Was it really? So
it was in March.
So he was going. Everything was cool and fine, and his hearing finally came up. Dude pled guilty to the one little misdemeanor charge. Here's the thing, though. A lot of dudes were outraged because they saw all these fines and suspensions being levied against all these other players for things that were a whole lot less, and nothing happening to this owner. So it was about to start something. Roger Goodell jumped in and said, hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and hem him up too. I'm going back to U40. Jim Irsay, your thoughts on the Colts owner?
Irsay, well, he was caught with weed or something?
He had all kind of stuff in the trunk, man.
Prescription drugs.
He had Molly and heroin. He had a couple of silencers in there.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had a body in the trunk.
Probably
a hooker or something, a prostitute was back there. He had all that. Nothing happened to him.
Yeah, nothing.
Honestly, man, I have no idea.
Hey, but check this out though, 40. Check this out though, right? They suspend him for 6 games. How was that hurting him? He make money when he's sleeping. So suspending him for what happens when he gets suspended for 6 games?
But see, he's all about the horseshoe. So Goodell's like, I'm gonna hit you where you hurt. I can't hit you with the money, but I'm gonna hit you with your team. He can't do nothing with the team for 6 games.
He wasn't doing that anyway. I mean, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. You know what I mean? And
then he got like $500,000 fine.
Yeah, $500,000 fine. Now, JB, when this thing went down, you said that the dude was like damn near trafficking this stuff, and he should have been facing some more fines and like more legal stuff than what actually went down.
He need to be in jail, dude.
Yeah, what you think, JB?
That's my thing. Why isn't
you got $29,000 in cash and you got prescription drugs up in the bag? Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, like we just said, the NFL got their own legal, their own government.
Right.
If there was been me or you, we'd be in jail. We'd been we'd be looking at 25 right now.
Yeah,
for that heavy duty traffic in state to state. We'd be in trouble right now. But I do want to say this though, before we move on and get into deeper matters. 49 cents, speak your mind, brother. Say what you want.
Yeah.
The cup's off. The cup's off, man. Say what you want.
You sure?
Hey,
I think you sitting there real uptight.
Oh no, look,
bro, I've been trying. You should have seen him before. I was like, man, please don't curse.
Oh no. Look.
Say what you want to say.
Let me.
I almost went in the closet to put on a tie. And,
no, you didn't do that. Hey, look, everything's on the table.
Myself.
Everything's on the table. We kind of don't let that N-word fly, But other than that,
if you open the door, don't get upset who come in.
Speak your mind, man. Yeah. Speak your mind.
Hey, no, I got a feeling that after this break right here, when we start getting into these games, the blood will get flowing in him. You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying.
That's why I wanted to go ahead and tell him, the cuff's off, bro.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to save his game for last. I'm gonna let him get hyped up off his other stuff first, and then we'll talk about them Cowboys. I know that's.
Yeah, all right. I promise I won't let the N-word fly.
Right. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I won't shoot no ends out there. Okay.
Hey, so Jonathan Merker, I see you in the Twitter box, homie. I see you. He said they would get fired, at least in the NFL. They still hired. I figured he was talking about what he was saying about the regular job and stuff like that. All right, so when we come back, man, we're gonna get into these games, and we're gonna do the games that people requested first, and then we'll talk about the other 4 games, and then we'll do it like that. So we're going to the break. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so there we go.
He done took the cuffs off.
Yeah,
man.
With that comes the return of TeamBoydTV flagship.
Boy.
TeamBoydTV Game Time. Join Big Q and Freddie D live every Tuesday night during the regular season at 7:35 p.m. The premier online source for in-depth
Come on, man.
NFL news.
That's what he worked for.
Also covering every.
He had a tiptoe with that.
2014 NFL season. We'll give you weekly.
Hey, you gotta give me a green light for like 5 minutes on the Ray Rice situation.
Tuesday, September 2nd.
Really, Glad? Really, man?
Yeah.
That's kind of old news. Well, I'm gonna need 5 on Wes Welker then if you're gonna do that.
Listen, man. See, look at you. You already got your fist up.
Nah. I'm playing, man. Do what you gotta do.
All right, fellas, we are back in this thing, and now it's time to go ahead and do this thing. It's time to go ahead and do it. Hey, listen.
You gonna put a disclaimer?
Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. Hey, listen. For the people who don't
make sure them mutes off, Q.
The mutes, look, do that. You want can I do my job?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, the credits say Big Q producer. That's what it said, right?
Yeah. All right.
I'm saying it's out. I see you. Your volume is moving. I see you.
All right, man.
All right, going forward, we done took the cuffs off Mr. 49 Cent, so it may get a little heated up in here. Dallas Cowboy fans, the views expressed going forward is not the views of TeamBoydTV, Big Q, JB, or Glass from Get With It Sports. They are strictly 49 cents. That's good enough for 40.
Parental discretion is advised.
Okay, all right, there we go.
I suggest all children, young babies, you might want to leave the room.
I think we covered it.
If you're a Cowboy fan, you might want to leave the room also. Yeah.
So look, I figured we'll ease into this thing, JB. we'll ease into this thing. We'll talk about the kickoff game, right? We'll start off with the Green Bay Packers against the Super Bowl champions, right? And I use that
one-hit wonders.
I use Super Bowl champions. I use it loosely. Okay, I use it very loosely. And and I like saying Super Bowl champions around glass. I like saying that, right? I like saying that. Hey, JB, we're gonna start with you first, dude. Green Bay going up to see the Super Bowl champions in their little undefeatable home stadium. Give me your thoughts, bro.
Without detail, I think they lose. I think Evil Goodell is going to enforce his LOB rule against the LOB at home, and they are going to lose that game because there's no way they're going to let them win with a new rule being enforced by them on the opener. Wow. They're going to make an example out of them, and they probably get beat pretty good.
Who, the Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Whoa. Okay, 40.
I'm just saying, everybody know how Goodell get down, man. Right. We all seen it.
40, look, I know it stings a little bit. We're talking about them Seattle Seahawks and, and all that.
I didn't sting that much.
Okay, I'm just saying. Because, I ain't got no sound bites to play. I ain't got no Richard Sherman sound bites to play.
Oh, well, if you play some Richard Sherman,
I ain't got no sound bites
to play. Poke the beast.
I know, right? But look, they setting this up. This is the redeeming game for the fail Mary or whatever the case may be, or however they hyping it.
Uh-huh.
How you feeling about it?
I don't think a lot of people are giving Green Bay enough credit for this football game.
Yeah.
Green Bay is looking like a really strong all-around football team. That defense is better than what it was. Of course, you still got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and I know the Super Bowl champs are, they're a very, very hard team to beat in Seattle, but I just think this year, I know for a fact Green Bay is going to come out there with a totally different game. And running back Eddie Lacy that they got, he's another guy that doesn't get a lot of credit. He's a pretty good back, and but if I say what I say, people gonna think I'm biased.
Hey, listen, we discussed that last week. We discussed that last week about the bias thing. We already put it out there. We already talked about it. Look, so you say what you feel.
Okay. Green Bay is gonna win this game.
Okay.
I honestly believe that. I think that Seattle is gonna lose until they bye. I just believe it.
That's brutal.
Ooh.
That is brutal.
I think so. I think they're gonna start off. Green Bay gonna give them a thrashing.
Wow.
And I just think they're just not gonna be able to catch up, man. Okay. They're just gonna fall behind. They're gonna be staggering behind.
So glad.
Honest opinion.
How do you think the Green Bay Packers approach this game?
Well, I have to agree with both 49 cents JB said, but once again, let's not forget they go on the CenturyLink field. Uh-huh. They only lost one game in 2 years, 2 seasons.
So it's legendary.
I understand what JB said about the LOB rule, but Pete Carroll don't care about all that. He's looking for he'll take the loss of yardage just as long as you put a helmet on the quarterback.
Absolutely.
And I know it sounds like I'm being humble after the ass whooping they gave us in Super Bowl, but I'm just gonna call it for what it is. Green Bay, I agree, they got better. Defense got better, but this is gonna be the first game. We both said that Seattle. I think all of us on the panel last week or week before last said that Seattle going to take a couple of steps back. I said they probably go 8-8, 9-7. But I think they're gonna win this first game. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Seattle on this one.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Mr. Glass. I think Green Bay gonna go in there and kick that damn dough in and show the rest of the league. I don't care about no legendary CenturyLink field and how we ain't lost. Look, you saw the show last night. I got into this argument with Vernie about Russell Wilson and how she claimed Russell Wilson because he had a Super Bowl ring. He was a better quarterback than who were we arguing about? Phillip Rivers, right? And that's beside the point.
All right, wait, hold up. Wait, give your pick and then give me the green light. Give me the green light, Big Q, after you make your pick, man.
Okay, no, I'm just saying. Green Bay gonna go in there and kick the dough in. Say what you got to say.
Hey, man. Let me just tell you right this. I'll give you a whole lot of respect. You know how to do everything with the tech and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I thought you knew football.
Oh, goodness.
But that BS you pulled out last night on your show. It's just, you know what? Let me just say hashtag Bernie B all day with me. Because you just talking off San Diego Chargers going to the Super Bowl, dog.
I see things, bro.
You're not for real. You're not for real.
I see things. I'm just saying.
You need to say the prescriptions on your glasses, bro. You don't see right.
You need me to put it in subtitles or something? Is that what you need? You need me to put it in subtitle.
Listen, man. Okay, let me just put it like this. San Diego Chargers had their chance. Number one, they messed up when they got rid of Schottenheimer and brought in Turner. Ever since they brought in Turner, they messed up. You had Drew Brees. He went somewhere else, got a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You had Sproles. I think he went somewhere else, got a Super Bowl, if I'm mistaken.
No.
You had all these weapons on your team, and you keep giving away because you don't want to pay nobody, and you don't sit here and tell me they're going to turn around and win a Super Bowl this year?
Okay. Here we
Number
go.
one, they're in the same division as my beloved Denver Broncos.
Oh, so
they ain't getting past
what
them.
this is really about then. This is what it's really about. The Denver
No,
Broncos.
you disrespecting my team, man.
We're not talking about the Denver Broncos.
San Diego Chargers.
You need to calm your ass down. That's what you need to do. Okay. Because like I was saying, this ain't even about Phillip Rivers right now. We'll talk about Phillip Rivers on another day.
No, this is about this is about what you said. Like, I couldn't get no sleep because you said the San Diego Chargers is going to win the Super Bowl.
It is what it is. Like, okay, it is what it is.
There's 32 teams out here. You had to bring the San Diego Chargers.
We talking about how Green Bay is going to roll up to Seattle.
My fault.
Okay,
my fault.
And they're going to show the rest of the league.
You gave me the green light. You gave me the green light.
Yeah,
man.
I'm just saying they going to show the rest of the league that whole mystique about Central League field. It's just a myth, man. It ain't about nothing. You know, it's kind of like that little wrestler dude, man. Like, you know, like the dead man. That dude Phenom LJ kind of copying him now. But you know, his whole idea was to build his mystique to psych people out before he even got into a match with him. And that's what the Seahawks about. They ain't real. They ain't about nothing, man.
Okay.
What you know? So 40. How you feel about all that, man? Disregard the Phillip Rivers talk because Glass is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm feeling a certain kind of way, bro.
So what you think?
Think about what?
About the whole Russell Wilson and the boys trying to defend their turf.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see it. Yeah. I just can't see it, man.
Yeah, I don't think
they got an early bye.
Yeah.
It's just too many things, man. Too many things that I just nah. They can't make. They're not going to repeat. No. One hit wonders.
I believe so. All right, so we move on to one of the other games that was requested by the Twitter followers, and so we got to address it so we can make it really, really quick. There's been a week one situation on YouTube about the Tom Brady's versus the Miami Dolphins, right? And so everybody know what happened to the Dolphins last year. This panel on TeamBoydTV Live around this time last year, we were blowing a lot of smoke up Miami, talking about how they were going to do some things. They let everybody down. This is their chance at redemption. JB, I know your stance done changed a little bit. How you feel?
Patriots.
That's it. That's it.
That's all I got, man.
Wow. Yeah, see, I don't know who is Maroon Villages. I can tell you, Maroon Villages feel where I'm coming from with these charges. That dude knows some football. I'm just trying to tell you. 49 cents. Yeah. The Patriots go. I think they playing in Miami. Yeah, they playing in Miami. They're going down there to see what's popping. Do you think Miami can go ahead and just get that early win?
They're in Miami.
Yeah.
Miami and New England, it's kind of they go back and forth sometimes. But this year, I think New England is a different force, man. They're gonna win that game.
Wow.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna win that game.
So I'm going to the crazy man here. Let me see what he's talking about.
All right. Is my boy D1 in the house? Is he on Twitter?
I haven't seen him pop up.
Yeah, I'm seeing him. All right, shouts out to D1 because he a diehard Miami Dolphins fan, and just like you said, we were trying to give him a chance last year. Yeah. They fell out, but they got. I'm gonna say Mike Wallace gonna come out this year. He didn't show up last year. He's gonna come out this year. They got Heartline over there. Yeah. They got my boy Noshawn Moreno running the ball, defense straight. This is the first game of the year. They at home. I'm gonna go ahead and give the upset to the Miami Dolphins.
I like that.
Over the New
about time you kind of get it right because that's what it's
about. I know every now and then
that's what it's about. I feel like on paper, if Miami can stop that rushing attack that we saw toward the end of the year from New England, then they stand a chance. I think through the air, I give the edge to Miami. If Tannehill is playing like he can play, and if that line can hold up. Now, what happened with them last year was just that they had the morale issues, man, and that kind of just pulled about. Right. I think they were poised to take that crown from Tom Brady and them until all that crazy stuff happened. But I think we looking at weapons and we looking at who got what. And, I'm saying if they, Tom Brady's smart, they'll show up and just run the ball at him. That's what they would do.
Well, number one, Q, LeGarrette Blount ain't with New England no more.
Right.
I said Patriots hands down for the simple fact Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback for Miami.
I mean, and I give you that.
That's why they lose.
I mean, I give you that. But look, they brought in Moreno though. So I'm saying, that kind of fixes, it takes the pressure off Tannehill a little bit. And
what was wrong with the running back that they had? He was just as good.
Yeah, but Moreno he played in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm
so
saying?
what? I mean, what you saying? The running back don't fix quarterback issues. Well, they don't work like that.
They help a little bit. They do. You know what I mean? I mean,
no, it don't.
Not to throw no shots or nothing, but I think that, and I said this plenty of times on the show before, if there was no Frank Gore on the San Francisco 49ers team, would nobody be like getting all hard about Colin Kaepernick the way they do? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute.
Look, you knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was gonna happen.
You know what I'm gonna do though? You know what I'm gonna do? Because I always do this.
Yeah.
40, it's your quarterback. You fix that. You fix that.
No,
well. I would say this though. The Frank Gore argument that's a pretty, I don't want to say ignorant, but Frank Gore has been the leader of the football team since he's been here.
Absolutely.
It's kind of, you're kind of fighting with Niner fans when you're gonna pick Colin Kaepernick over Frank Gore. You're not gonna really do that.
Right.
So I mean, saying that is like, come on, man, you can't really say that, man. But of course we're gonna pick Frank Gore first. He's been doing it for years for us. Without him, we probably wouldn't even have won any game.
Before what I want to look, my statement was really about how the running back supports the quarterback, and Kaepernick
supports the offense.
Yes, and Kaepernick is a pretty young quarterback, even though he's been put in some big situations early in his career. I think with Frank Gore,
second round QB.
I'm just saying with Frank Gore being there, though, I think he kind of riding the coattails a little bit.
You got to look at the offensive. Look at the offensive scheme that you're talking about.
Right.
How far are you going to go back here? You're going to say that Roger Craig helped out Joe Montana?
I didn't say it.
You're going to say Ricky Waters is the reason Steve Young is even good?
I didn't say it.
What are you going to do? It's the scheme of the offense.
Right.
That's right.
What do you want me to say?
So you saying, Q, that Moreno is going to make Tannehill look and play better.
I said that.
It would take
some of the pressure off of him. That's what I said. It would take.
Well, your quarterback has to be able to play with Moreno in Miami. Make Miami a dimension and a half.
Okay. Yeah,
not two-dimensional.
The whole. Not
I'm saying, look, y'all like to jump on me on my own show. Glad you had it.
Saying, man,
bring some decorum to the situation, bruh.
Hey, listen, it's week one. There's gonna be a whole lot of upsets in week one.
Yes, it is.
That's all I gotta say.
Yes, it is.
Don't forget a couple of years back when the Miami Dolphins brought in the Wildcat offense. They did to what they did in New England.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, Bill Belichick ain't forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? He know what time it is.
It can happen any given Sunday.
He know what time it is. All right.
So, they actually beat New England in one of them games this past year and ended on Brady's infamous last 2-minute drive, and they ended up picking him off at the end. Yeah. I mean, it could be done. I just don't trust Tannehill. If he had a 2-minute drive at the end, I don't trust. I ain't buying that.
Yeah, I don't trust Tannehill like that either. I'm just saying Moreno can help. I'm just saying, and he got weapons if he can play the way he's supposed to play. Now, listen, we about to get into our games, okay? And since I'm the low man on the totem pole, we'll discuss my game first, okay? We got.
What do you mean, low man?
I'm a low man on total.
Team-wise?
Yeah, your guys got Lombardis. I'm saying,
I went 8 days last year. I should go first.
2 Lombardis, though, right? 2 Lombardis. How many of y'all got glass? Like 3 or 4? And we ain't going to talk about how many the 49ers got. They got like 5, I'm saying.
They got 5, right?
I'm a low man on the
totem pole. They got a lot more shine.
Yeah, I'm a low man on the
totem pole. Please don't make
me
say it.
Yeah. I'm a low man on the totem pole. But here's the thing. I'm going to lay it out so, you guys can pick it apart. And later tonight, I'm going to have a real good, good time when I go into the Black and Blue podcast because I got some stuff I need to say. But let's do this. Everybody know, let's go ahead and put the things that's obvious out of the way real quick. Cam Newton has fractured ribs. Cam Newton is coming off ankle surgery. Cam Newton is only throwing the one wide receiver that he threw to last season. Cam Newton's a bunch of his offensive linemen retired. Cam Newton is playing with an entirely different secondary for the most part. Okay, and I put that out there. That's the obvious. Okay? Now, 4 of them going to you first. Carolina Panthers going into Raymond James Stadium with a hobbling Cam Newton, but a potent defense. What happens?
The Yucks are gonna win.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! You think they're gonna exploit all the crap that I just talked about? Are they smart enough to do that though? Are they smart enough to do it?
It's gonna be a good game. It's not. Let's be clear. It's not the same Bucs team from last year.
Right. Yeah.
It's a better team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them some credit. It's a better team. I just think that Carolina. I mean, you guys still got a good defense. I'll give you that. But how you gonna put up points, man? Like,
smash and dash, man. Double trouble. We got some stuff. We got some things. You know, and look, and if Cam can't go, you know, you got a capable, you know, Derek Anderson. I mean, you know, he's capable. You know what I mean?
Cam is gonna be frozen in that pocket.
I know. It's scary. It's scary. I'm just saying.
It's scary.
And look, I got full faith in my boys though, because there's always a plan B, JB. What you think?
Can I give a score, or are we gonna do that later?
Well,
no, go ahead.
We can give a score.
Give a score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like 19-13.
Okay, that's pretty close. I like that. Let's see. Panthers versus Bucks game will be won in the trenches. Both teams' O-lines are, I can't see. I got to wait till it come up on the Twitter screen. And I'll read it when it come up. All right, so JB, we're going to you. What is it like?
13-10. Who's your kicker? Graham Gano.
Graham Gano.
And that's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to challenge you to give Graham Gano, not on some black and blue podcast crap.
Yeah.
On this show next week, you give Graham Gano his due diligence, man. Because he's going to save y'all's ass down there in Raymond James.
Okay. I mean, look, whatever. Y'all won a game off Legatron last year. Y'all couldn't even put up no points offensively.
Here's where it's wrong. Here's why that's a good thing for me and why it's a new thing for you.
Yeah.
I always gave my kicker props. He was our team leading scorer. You don't have to understand that you have to give your kicker some props.
You know what? Look, this whole idea that Big Q don't know about his football team. Look, we need to kill that noise, okay?
I'm just saying,
I was
man.
a John Casey man back in the day. I mean, you know, I don't really know Graham Gano like that. I'm saying he only been just the second season with the team. I'm just saying.
My point exactly. That's my point. You know, my point.
Everybody got Google.
That's what we doing. Okay. Oh man. It says that both teams' O-lines are suspect, but both D-lines are elite. I don't know if I would give Tampa Bay the elite title for their defensive line. I don't know if I would do that. I think they're okay. I think they're all right.
Graham Gano, man. Graham Gano.
Okay,
come through.
Okay. I agree with you.
To win this game.
I agree with you. Both defensive are not elite, but Tampa Bay got a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
That's going to enhance that a little bit more. Yeah. They're playing at home. I was sitting here listening to the 49 cents, and I almost changed my mind with my pick, but I'm still going to go with your Carolina Panthers because they're more experienced. They've been in the playoffs last year. I think Tampa Bay going to need a couple of games to get the ship right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with – it's going to be a close game. I heard what say 19-13. I'm going to go with 19-13. That sounds about right. It's going to be a close – it's going to be a defensive game, but you guys going to squeak it out.
So I got to tell you how it's really going to happen. This is how it's really going to go down, right?
Okay.
This is how it's really going to happen. And then, you know, and trust me, if it goes down this way, I will be up on here talking the most shit, okay? Because this is how it's going to play out. Cam Newton's going to show up at Raymond James Stadium. He might not play the whole game, but he's going to show up at Raymond James Stadium. He is going to throw 2 touchdown passes. That gives us 14 points already.
Who?
Look, that's irrelevant right now. Hey, besides, you trying to push buttons. You're trying to push buttons. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Cam Newton going to throw 2 touchdown passes. We'll get another one out on the ground with Jonathan Stewart or one of them boys. And the defense will hold tight. They're going to hold that team to what they normally do, 16, 17 points. You know, we'll walk out of there with a 21-17 type victory. And then everybody can shut up talking about how Cam Newton ain't got nobody to throw to and how the offensive line suck and, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And I guarantee you, Monday morning, I will be the first one up here letting everybody know how I feel about it.
Man, we ain't going to wait till no Monday morning. Let the game be over. You're going to see me on Twitter. Because don't forget, Tampa Bay got Doug Martin. They got Vincent Jackson. They just got a quarterback from Chicago Bears and
that can play. He can play.
That can throw. So don't shortchange them, man. Y'all better coach y'all D and be correct.
So what you forgot about guys like Charles Johnson and Greg Hardy and Star Latulele and
No,
and Luke Kuechly and all those guys, right?
I'm just saying.
Them dudes don't let people score on them. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Okay, wait. Go ahead and shortchange it if you want to.
Get out of here.
You really think that a new coach is going to lose his first game of the season?
Hell yeah. This time he will.
It ain't gonna happen.
JB, you got anything to add before we move on, man?
I'm just saying, man. You act like
I'm a Panthers fan, okay? Just like you a punk ass Ravens fan.
Let me just tell you though, you act like these coaches and these players don't do film study, and you think any team that's on y'all schedule this year gonna let your front seven have a day, every Sunday? It's like they don't game plan for the front.
One more time.
I saw a preseason game plan for the front against the Pats. You know how many sacks they got? You know how much pressure they got on the quarterback?
Really? We're doing this? We're doing this again?
I'm just saying. I'm going to let you answer that. I'm just saying. Team's game plan, man.
Listen. Talking about who
had a good year last year.
Both teams going to show up at the stadium wanting to get the W, right? And ain't nobody, like in football, don't nobody let nobody do nothing unless you like, I don't know, the Jacksonville Jaguars or somebody. But don't nobody let nobody do anything. I'm just saying, you know. And besides, the Carolina Panthers, we take stuff. That's what we do. We show up at people's stadium and we kick their ass. That's what we do. I'm just saying. You seen it 12 times last year.
But look. Before you get, your dander up and your panties.
I'm saying because
I gave the Panthers the win.
Okay.
I said Graham Gano. Right. It ain't gonna be Cam. It ain't gonna be Charles Johnson or all these other wonderful things. Graham Gano.
40. You see what I'm dealing with on this panel. You see?
Big Q.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, he got.
All I know is
your brothers on the panel.
I know, right? And look, Glass got his microphone directly to us. Let's listen. Oh, did he freeze?
Glass, where you at?
I think he froze up on us. Did he freeze up on us? Oh, there you go.
Did you hear?
No, do it again. I didn't hear it.
All I gotta say is your team better win 10 games this season.
They will. I ain't worried about that, man. They will.
Okay, we talked about this before.
We did. Look, they'll struggle in the beginning because Cam got some stuff he need to work out. And
got that. They're gonna struggle in the beginning.
They're gonna struggle in the beginning. I mean, I ain't gonna deny that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. If y'all done kicking my Panthers around, y'all done? Y'all finished?
I think I heard of yipe a couple of times. They good.
Are y'all done? 40, you done?
Yeah, we good.
You done? Okay.
I'm not really hating on the Panthers. Okay. I'm just saying it's gonna be a
you gotta understand, Big
Q
game. Sound like we hating on the Panthers, so you just gotta get used to it, man.
Okay. Okay, it is what it is. All right, so on that note,
nobody's getting the 20 points though. That's for sure.
Okay, well, we'll see. On that note, we go out there to check out this little rematch between the student and the teacher, or however you want to put this thing up, put it together. Last time Peyton Manning showed up in Indy, he got humbled by the young boy. Okay, this time the young boy goes to Mile High. Might be a little bit different, but then again, the Denver Broncos that we saw in the Super Bowl might be the ones that show up at home that day.
You really don't believe that?
Look, you talking shit, I'm gonna talk it too. You know what I'm saying? So Glass, since it's your team, I'm gonna let you lead it off. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, since we got JB on the panel, ask JB what happened after they whooped us in what was that? The divisional championship. Following year, what happened? They got mollywopped, right?
Oh my God! No,
wait a damn minute, man. Wait a damn minute. What we doing?
I got bullets for everybody. What?
I mean, 49. Oh, wait. Hold. Well, let me do this then. Let me say this then. Let me, because my team about to be talked about next, right? Right. You tell it. Do I gotta damn get right? I gotta put the gloves on.
Hey, look, we got company, right? Glass done got beside himself. He act weird when we have company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Call it what you will, but like I said, luck got lucky last year. It ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna come up to Mile High and take one from us.
Yeah.
No, we gonna be ready. Peyton Manning, he's as big as his head is. He got a whole lot of knowledge up there. Yeah. He gonna remember all this stuff. Dude, we gonna be ready.
Hey,
Indianapolis don't have nothing for us.
Can I address Mr. P-Town real quick? This dude is crazy. This dude is a trip. He says the Panthers take stuff. You ain't lying about that. Scam Newton did steal them laptops. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, got him.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Damn.
Okay, he got me crying. Go ahead, 40. What you think about this matchup, man? Oh man.
Denver and the Colts. Oh, it's gonna be a good game, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real good game.
So listen.
It's not gonna be close, man. Come on.
You don't think so?
It's gonna. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Listen, since we on here, we talking about my Broncos. I don't even care what they do in the regular season. You know, we broke out them records last year, and we just straight got raped in the Super Bowl. So I don't care if we finish 10. As long as we finish in the division on top and take care of business in the postseason.
Okay, but 49 cents. What we talking about today is week 1. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about this Sunday.
That's what we're talking about today. What is your professional assessment of what you think will happen in this game?
Oh man. Well, I mean, I hear glass about it being not close, but I mean, the only way that's going to happen if the Colts let what happened to them happen in the playoffs against Kansas City.
Right. If
they lollygag and if they're not efficient, they don't step up.
Yeah.
The game could get away from them.
Yeah,
but if it's the other team that came back on the Chiefs with that little. The future of the NFL and quarterbacks, man, Andrew Luck, man, might be a problem for them. But I still think they're going to pull this one out, man. Okay. You know, over there, Mile High. Yeah, that's what the game's played, right?
That's what it's
played. Got home game.
Yep.
Yeah. Denver's going to win this game. I tell you what, though, that fourth quarter is going to be amazing.
Yes, it is. It's going to be something to see. It's going to be something to see. You know, they got a comeback kid versus the old comeback kid. It's gonna be nice. Hey JB, you kind of got a little, you got a little excited. Let me know what's going on. What's happening?
19 or 21 point comeback by Luck falls short in the fourth.
Dramatic.
Falls short by at least 6 or a touchdown.
Dramatics, huh? You like that?
Yeah.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. All right. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think the young boy establishes himself here. I think they don't play super aggressive, and because I think that Denver has more at stake in this game than Indianapolis does. So I think they go in there and they're gonna not be super aggressive. They're gonna go in there and just handle business, and it's gonna be efficient, methodical, real slow game. Colts get it done. That's what
get out of here, man! Come on.
You know?
Who's the running back for the Colts?
One of them.
Trent.
Yeah.
No. Is it Trent?
No, it ain't. It is. It's okay.
It's Trent. Right. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have a field day, man. Come on. Did y'all forget we got our defense back?
Oh, because
defense back, yeah.
You know, we got Von Miller. We got DeMarcus Murray.
Fresh off the
DeMarcus
PEDs,
Ware
right?
from Cowboys.
Fresh off the PEDs.
Talib from New England.
Another one. Fresh.
We don't have much respect to Bailey, but we don't have Bailey back there more. We got competition back there. Got this. Andrew looking better winning on his own.
Full roided up defensive front, fresh off them PEDs, ready to get it done. Right? I'm just saying.
Here
you know what I mean?
we go.
I picked Denver to win the game. I just it's going to be a very good fourth quarter.
Yeah, okay, you're right. I agree. I agree.
All right.
That's all.
Cincinnati and Baltimore. This game is being played in Baltimore. Now, JB, a lot of pundits online and on TV are saying, that Jim, what's his name? What's the man's name up in Marvin Lewis? Been plotting and scheming for a hot minute, finally trying to wait on his due. They say that the time is now. They done paid Andy Dalton, and they working on AJ Green, and they brought in some fresh blood and Giovanni Bernard, and they still got like Gresham and all them dudes. They hungry. They ready to do it. They gonna start with the Baltimore Ravens, JB. Let me know what's happening.
I think it'll be a good game as always, as set up because it's a divisional game.
That's right.
It'll be a good game, but I don't think Dalton got that know-how how to get it done. They paid that guy, and he had I think his most interceptions thrown in the season. They still paid him. I think that's a mistake. I think he should have proved himself and got paid. So he's still an interception machine, and I think that we're gonna capitalize off him being Andy Dalton.
Yeah,
for the game. Actually,
I had a rebuttal for that, but I'm going to use glasses. JB is crazy. Glass, what you got?
Facts, man.
Why? Because he's going against the other team that you like. No, anyway,
exactly.
Andy Dalton. I've never been an Andy Dalton fan.
Andy Dalton
I gave him a chance, but he did show up in the postseason. But we talking about regular season now. Let's not forget. We always said once you get paid, you get kind of fat and get kind of smart. Right. That's what's gonna happen.
Unless your name is Andy
Dalton.
Dalton.
Got paid. He gonna cost Marvin Lewis his job this season. But to answer the question, this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game, but I think Baltimore Ravens going to squeak this one out.
Okay. All right, we'll go to our guest. 49 cents. How you looking at this
one? Here's my take on it. Piggyback a little bit off my homie JB there, but Andy Dalton is an interception machine.
Wow.
He is, man.
Wow.
I do predict he's gonna throw up. I mean, at least about 4 of them.
Damn.
You know, he gonna throw. He's gonna. You know, but see, this is Baltimore's gonna win this game, but it's gonna be off of this. It's only a few teams, football teams, that actually capitalize off of turnovers, and Baltimore is one of those football teams. You can't turn the ball over on Baltimore. Right. They still a good defensive team. You know, I still like their defense. You know, their offense. I'm not a big Joe Flacco fan. You know,
right?
I still think that, like I said, they're gonna win this game off of turnovers, solely off of turnovers.
That's amazing.
Andy Dalton's gonna throw a lot of interceptions, man. I call it right now. He's gonna throw 4. He's gonna throw 4.
Wow.
So listen, I'm thinking. 4. See, this is when I see this game on paper. This is what I look at. I see a whole lot of speed against a whole lot of lack of speed, and I'm just saying, I don't know how the Baltimore Ravens gonna catch the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know how that's gonna happen.
I mean, it's not.
I'm just saying.
If Andy Dalton can connect the pass,
right? He got to get it to him. He got to get the ball there.
Right.
Don't forget about Jacoby Jones. That's some speed right there. That's all Flacco needs.
Okay, he got a little bit of speed, but I don't know. I think it's a lot of dudes on the on the Bengals team who are very fast. I'm just saying.
I got you.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Q, you can't be fast without the football. That's just stupid.
All right. Hey, Glass. Justin Merkler says he just made his week 1 picks for the Yahoo Pick 'em or Shut Up League. So he already made it. I made mine yesterday, so I'm in there. So.
Yeah, I need a password today. We'll get to that.
JB, you don't want to hear it right now, man.
We'll do it.
Hey,
we'll talk about it after the show, man.
So listen, we have come to the main event of the evening, right? This is what it's all about. This is for all the marbles right here. This is what it comes down to. Now, I personally have been enjoying watching. I don't know if it's a back and forth so much as it is.
No, just a thrashing.
Yeah, you know, it kind of reminds me
bullying.
Of a little earlier this summer when a lot of Falcons fans kind of jumped on one Panthers dude. He was the only one representing, and I kind of see this. This is kind of what it looks like now. It looks like ain't too many, you know, Dallas Cowboy guys. Kind of, I mean, and you guys forming like Voltron over there. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna set it up.
It's their fault.
The 49ers, fresh off their second back-to-back NFC Championship game, they roll up into Jerry World, you know, expecting to make a splash. A lot of folks say it's going to be upset. 40, this your team. Set it up for us.
They're only picking an upset because of all the stuff they see on the news.
Right. Yeah.
That's just really what it is.
Right.
Yeah. It's just all it is. But the 49ers are going to win this game. Now, some folks say it's going to be close. Some say it's going to be a blowout. But here's my thing. One of the main problems with me and my football team, I'm putting it out there, was Greg Roman, the play caller. I feel like this year that book is going to open up. And even though our offensive scheme, you know, our bread and butter is running the ball, I honestly believe we're going to go out there really, really strong on the passing game. You know, last year we did that, and you see what happened. Mm-hmm. You know, Anquan Bolden had like 208 receiving yards. Colin Kaepernick had 412 passing yards. You know, when we go out there in these season openers, man, you know, we go out there and we just attack. Yeah. And I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. You know, I honestly believe that Greg Roman is going to open this up, and you're going to see a lot of balls in the air more than you usually do. And we're going to score some points.
That's pretty scary. That is pretty scary to see Colin Kaepernick throwing that thing around like that. I want to see that. I want to see that go.
I mean, look. let's say this though. We've seen Colin throw the ball.
Oh yeah, we have.
You know, but remember he's been playing some top 5 defenses. Yes, man. You know, you got to remember he played Carolina, he played Seattle twice, he played he played the pass rush against the Rams twice, played the Cardinals twice. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of good defenses, man. Plus you played the Saints. They had a great defense last year. But talk about Dallas.
Yeah.
You know.
say, look. Let me say this about Dallas. You know, and I don't like doing this because Glass is my boy, right? And I you know, until this situation get rectified, I'm gonna keep bringing it up. And Glass, I know what you're gonna say. You know, the Broncos won the game. But anyway, Dallas shows up. Yes, I'm going there. Dallas shows up, and they scoring like 100 points a minute. They scoring at will. You know, the only problem they had was their quarterback, and I still don't trust what's that dude's name? Tony Romo. I mean, because you know, Tony Romo is a decent quarterback, but Tony Romo is the reason why they can't win. They got everything they need to win. They should have been on two or three Super Bowls by now. They really should have. They should have. I'm telling you, they done had so many chances. They got so much talent, but they need a new quarterback. I mean, and that's what that is. You know, Glass, what you think?
Okay, like we said when we did this division during the season.
Yeah.
With this game,
they scored at will on y'all. At will.
But you can always count on Tony Romo. He does not have that clutch dream. Right, always going to throw that interception at the end. Mm-hmm. With that being said, who's their owner again?
Jerry R. Jones.
Who's their GM?
Oh, that's that dude. I forget what his name was. Jerry R. Jones.
Yeah, and who's their coach? Jason Garrett?
Or Jerry R. Jones. Depending on how you want to spend.
Right, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, they're not going to win this game, man. Even though San Francisco, they a little bit light on the defense. With 2 people left on free agency, you got Aldon Smith on suspension. You got Ray McDonald. Yeah, he's dumbass of the week. Ray McDonald on suspension. They hurt a little bit on defense, but that's only gonna make the game a blowout. Other than the blowout, just a little bit more closer.
Yeah,
Cowboys don't have any defense, man.
Yeah, they don't.
So
they don't.
No, it's going to be like a maybe 21-35. Not even going to go that far. 14-27 game.
Okay, hey, JB. I just
49.
JB, I just want to point something out real quick. The Dallas Cowboys scored 40-something points on the Denver Broncos. Just put that out there. Just, you know.
A dog egg. The sun will shine on a dog ass once every
I'm
blue
just
moon.
putting it out there.
Just like you coming to me with this now, right?
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there.
Just like they scored 40-some points on the Broncos, they gave up 40 first downs against the Saints.
I understand that.
All right,
let them know.
Now listen to this. All right, with the when they had Ware up front and they had whoever they had in the back end. Now they without Ware. Now they without a couple people in the back end for suspension wise and trade or whatever. This is a team that's without Miles Austin. This is a team that's they got a lot of pieces that they had last year and done bad. And they won't have them this year.
Oh, no.
But
don't get it twisted though. Now I'm not saying they're gonna win this game. I'm just saying.
Just hear me out. At first, I went on record and said that it would be a close game, and if it got into a shootout, it tipped more toward Romo's favor. But after watching the 49ers in the preseason and watching what Carlos Hyde and Bruce Ellington and a couple other guys on the additions for the 49ers been doing, Kaepernick won't have to throw a ball.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty easy.
And it will be, they can stay one-dimensional the entire game, and they will get it done.
So listen, Maroon Villages says teams didn't have much tape on Kaepernick early last season. Once he played more games, his numbers became much more pedestrian. I'm going to let our guests rebut that.
I mean, the numbers don't lie, but you got to understand where the numbers are coming from. Like I said before, when you're playing a lot of tough defenses, man, they're going to come at you. And I always said this, and I said it before the season even started. I said the 2013 season was going to be Colin Kaepernick's hardest year in his career, I think.
Yeah.
And he made it through there. It was tough.
Yeah.
A lot of ups and a lot of downs. But remember, we only had one target. If you got a Vernon Davis, and then on the other side you got Anquan Boldin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you gonna do on defense? What's your first thought? I'm gonna go double team Vernon Davis.
Right, you got to,
that's right.
Okay, so we're gonna double team him, and then we're gonna let Colin Kaepernick just try to force the ball to Anquan, which is what he was actually doing. Even in that Carolina game, you see a lot of forced passes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then like I said before, the play calling, man. A lot of if you go back to that Carolina game in what was it, week 10?
Yep.
Week 10. The red zone offense, man, was horrible. The play calling was horrible. I just felt like the play calling all around was just not what it's supposed to be. And I think if we went out there with a different look on it, we would have won that football game. Not to take any shots at your football team.
No. I enjoyed the game. I definitely. Now, what I didn't enjoy was the way
play calling was just.
When they came back, and
especially the red zone play calling was horrible.
Yeah, when they
got better. They got better when Crabtree came back.
They did, and then when
they got better.
Because when they showed up in Carolina, it just seemed like, I don't know if that was Carolina just being nervous because they hadn't been to a playoffs in since the black and white days, or did San Francisco just fix everything before they showed up? I don't know what happened. It was bad on Carolina's part, and they looked like San Francisco had fixed everything. So I don't know. I don't know. But
in the playoffs.
Yeah, in the playoff game, yeah. So, okay. But here's the thing. Now, there are a lot of people, I've seen it on YouTube and on Twitter and on TV, right? Skip Baylesses and all of them, right? They say, that instead of what everybody's thinking that it's going to be Tony Romo, the one that's kind of going to choke under the pressure. Everybody's saying, from stuff I've been reading, everybody trying to suggest that it's going to be, Jim Harbaugh and Colin Kaepernick. That's what I've been seeing.
But how?
That's just what they've been saying.
I could understand you saying that.
I'm just repeating what I saw.
An elite defense.
Right. Yeah.
I can understand a reason behind it, but what's the reason?
I don't know. They feel it. They feel it.
Hey, I understand anything can happen.
Right.
And it's a lot of variables leading up to a game like this, especially week 1.
Right.
But man, I mean, if for a betting man, you'd be ridiculous to go the other way with that.
I know, right? Because I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna slice it up. I feel like in a regular world where everything kind of works the way it's supposed to, Dallas should win this game. But I know for a fact
really?
I know for a fact that they're not though. They're not gonna win. I'm just saying they
not.
Well, this is my train of thought here, and I'm basing this based on what I saw. Them doing Denver, right? I'm just basically completely on that.
Dude, that's one game. They ended up. What was their record? What did they eventually become?
Whoa, JB, calm down. I'm just saying.
What did they eventually become, though?
I understand. Look, you always look at the lows and stuff, right? I'm looking at the highs, right? And when I saw that, I'm thinking, oh, this is who the Dallas Cowboys can be. They can be this team if they wanted to be this team. They decide not to be that team. I don't know. Maybe Tony Romo want to take or something. It's crazy how somebody can be supposedly that good and have that much of a quarterback rating and supposed to have all these stats and all these numbers, but he always do the stuff that he does. It's odd to me, and it seemed a little crazy. And I'm just saying they should win the game, but based on what we've seen over the years, it's not gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen a lot of doo-doo quarterbacks have great games.
Yeah.
He got to have one. He is a professional football player. He got to have at least one good game, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like it.
But that's where it stops.
I like it.
Okay, so wait. Big Q, who you picking? You went around the block.
No,
I didn't give.
See, you ain't paying attention. I picked the San Francisco 49ers.
I didn't pay attention? Okay. Who you picking?
I picked the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay, yeah. JB, who'd you pick?
I picked the 49ers, man.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Let me go ahead and stir this pot real quick since we got a 49er fan right here.
Here we go.
You don't have a 49er fan. You have the 49er fan.
Best in the West.
Okay, my man. I like to hear that from you.
Best in the West.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put people on blast, Rick. Since we got it's Big Q here. I think it was Dave from Wake Up His Football. Shouts out to Dave. He gonna put out there on Facebook that he believed that Colin Kaepernick is the most overrated player in the NFL. And I believe somebody up in this room might want to co-sign with that because he got straight hate for Kaepernick.
Hey, listen.
And from what I just heard from you, let me just put it out there. Yeah.
Oh, really? No, listen.
Go ahead, just put it out there right now.
To be straight up, though, right? Yeah, I do believe Colin Kaepernick is overrated. But you know what, though? I would have said he was the most overrated until I saw that little midget do what he did last season. And win the Super Bowl. So now it's him, and Cam Newton ain't that far behind. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But yeah, I still feel like Colin Kaepernick is
hold on. Let me ask you guys a question.
Right.
Go ahead, man. It's your turn.
How can a quarterback be overrated if he's not even rated? Who is putting him in a category that he's the greatest quarterback in the league?
That's right.
Ain't nobody doing
that.
So,
I mean, what are you guys always saying overrated? Where is he rated? Like, do you see any top 10 categories with him in it? The NFL doesn't put him in the top 10.
But it's one of them terms I like to throw out there. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't know. They do.
What's the reason behind it? You can't just say, "Oh, he's overrated." You know, it's like me. That's like me going to the grocery store. Man, these Hot Pockets are all over it. Nobody.
Based on what? Based on what, right?
Because you know, Hot Pockets. They might be tasting good over there, but you know, the best food in the world.
That's the hate. That's the hate for the popularity rating. That's what
they just hate on it. Number one, they hate on it because he's a 49er quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. Right. The second reason is because he's a popular name.
Right.
That's really it.
Okay.
A quarterback, really, a quarterback. Let me just say this for those that don't know. This whole elite term.
Yeah.
You know, for some people, don't really know where that whole thing started. But it was a few years back, well, like far back, I'd say about like 8 years back, right? You know, when this whole elite term kind of like started and got taken off to the NFL. The elite term was a term technically was used to categorize quarterbacks who didn't win championships. They was talking about quarterbacks like Dan Marino, Jim Kelly. Right. They didn't really know how to categorize it, so they was calling them. Oh, but they're elite though. They're still elite. That's kind of where the term came from because they had to categorize these quarterbacks that didn't win championships.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So if you want to be technical with it, these elite quarterbacks that we all say are that are so what you want to say top tier.
Top tier.
You know,
there you go.
If you want to use the technical way they started it, that means quarterbacks that are good but haven't won championships.
Right. Yeah.
Championship winning quarterbacks. Then you have the elite who don't win championships or haven't won championships. That's kind of the correct way to use it.
Right.
So listen,
the Colin Kaepernick situation, nobody ever puts him in the elite category. Like you don't hear Niner fans saying that he's elite. We all agree on one thing. He's a new quarterback. He got to progress. We all agree on that. But the thing is, you guys mistake our support for our starting QB for something more than what he is.
Right.
When you see us wearing number 7 on our back, it's because he's the quarterback for the 49ers and we believe in him.
That's right.
We're not saying, he's the greatest quarterback ever to touch the football.
So
it's different.
So the Maroon Village says the play calling can be attributed to the fact that Colin Kaepernick is a one-read quarterback. That's what he says.
Who said that?
The Maroon Village.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know who his team is. We got a picture of Malcolm X on this thing. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Can I throw another question out there to 49 cents? Big Q.
Yeah.
The man's right here, 49 San Francisco 49 fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have?
Here we go.
Alex Smith?
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Good shot, Glass. Good shot. Good question, by the way.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you guys make me so sick. I'm gonna tell you why. Look.
Don't you want to hear answer from a true 49er fan? The 49er fan?
That's right.
I already know what he's gonna say. Okay.
Can we talk?
Yeah, go ahead. You think?
Stage is yours, bro.
I would rather have number 7. And here's the reason why. Every NFL fan that's watched Alex Smith since 2011 has been a fan of him since 2011. But we drafted him in 05.
Right.
05.
Mm-hmm.
From 05 to 2011, everybody hated Alex Smith. Now, he goes up the new coach. Now, I'll say this. Of course, we've been through a whole lot of offensive coordinators. We know that. Different head coaches, different offensive play calling schemes, all that. Yeah. We get that. We get that. But you got a quarterback, right? Now, people say that Alex Smith's numbers were a little bit better than Colin Kaepernick's last year. And I say, okay.
Yeah.
But Alex Smith's been in the league for how many years?
He's been for a long time.
This is it.
Yeah.
This level is it for Alex Smith. This is where it's at. He's a good quarterback, okay?
Yeah,
he's over there in Kansas City. He's doing good, okay? He's doing good. Colin Kaepernick is doing good, but Cap has only been starting for one full season.
Right.
So if you got a quarterback who is young, he has talent. You can't say he doesn't have talent because he hasn't struggled. He has talent there, and then that's going to progress. And he's working under a consistent head coach. I still feel like Greg Roman is the problem.
Right.
But, a consistent head coach and an offensive coordinator, why wouldn't he get better as he gets older? Now, if you ask me this question about, let's see, about 4 or 5 years from now, and Cap is still doing the same thing that he's doing like last year, then of course it'd be a problem. But you can't have a quarterback that's been doo-doo since we drafted him. Yeah. He's doing good for 1.5 years, which is what Alex Smith was. 1.5 years. He was good 2011, 2012. And then you're gonna be like, oh, he's so much better. He's so much better. I mean, the dude's been in the league for so long, and now he's good.
Yeah. Thank you for answering that question.
Got a quarterback that's new, that's young, that's already at the same level. Because that's what we all saying, right?
Right.
Just as good as him, right?
Oh, right.
Young quarterback that has a lot more years under his belt that could be so better.
Look for it.
These two dudes. Alex Smith already hit his ceiling. He's hitting his ceiling right now.
He hit his head on the chandelier right now.
Listen for it. These two dudes. Man. They didn't want you to come up here. They wanted any 49er fan to come up here and say exactly what you just said. You know what, though? It's cool. And I understand that. Now, listen, though, Glass.
What's up, bro?
I'm just saying, I thought it was a little early. That's all I'm saying. I thought they jumped the gun a little bit. No. Hold on. You said they jumped the gun.
I
thought they jumped the gun. San Francisco. I thought it was a little early.
Jim Harbaugh he handpicked Colin Kaepernick after the draft. Right? That was his quarterback.
I understand.
He knew from day one that's what he wanted as a starter.
Okay.
It was over for Alex Smith. That's
okay. Let me just shovel the dirt on top of Big Q with this next question.
Here we go with this nonsense.
Nonsense. Mm-hmm. If Alex Smith was behind center during that run 2 years ago, do you think he would have won the Super Bowl?
He wouldn't even be in the Super Bowl.
Bam.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Okay, that's from a 49ers. Okay, so I let it die then. Look, Glass,
please
JB.
Let it die.
Let me ask you something.
I'm just saying.
Did you not see the NFC Championship game, Giants versus Niners?
I did.
Was that not the worst offensive game you've seen in a championship game?
It was pretty bad.
How many punts did you see? What was that?
Yep.
Y'all crazy.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying. I just look at I look at the ride there.
Wouldn't even be there.
I look at the ride there, right? I look at the ride there, and then I look at the Super Bowl, and I just thinking under that kind of pressure at the end of that game. And JB, I know you sitting over there. You better be lucky that it went down the way it did. But in that situation, I don't know. I would have wanted Alex Smith.
Listen, man, Alex Smith.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Let me tell y'all something. For those that don't know, if we would have won that game, Colin Kaepernick probably would have been MVP. You know how many yards he had in that game?
He had a lot of yards.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
That was a great comeback, man.
I'm going to say this, Q. If Alex Smith was the quarterback of that Super Bowl, we would have definitely ran away with that thing.
You know what?
I tell you what, it wouldn't have mattered.
I tell you what you can do, JB. You can just go ahead and thank your lucky stars that Jim Harbaugh helped you out with that. You know what I'm saying? You do that.
Wow.
Because if that had been Alex Smith,
I don't think that's fair.
It came down to that one play. It came down to that one play, dog. I mean, look, Colin Kaepernick played a fantastic game. Despite all that crap that happened during that game. You know what I mean? All the nonsense. And they came back.
Let's put it like this. I don't think Alex Smith can engineer that kind of comeback.
No, you're right about that. Now,
they're not gonna look. The defense is not going to approach Alex Smith like they do Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
It's going to be different.
Listen, Jim Harbaugh is a great coach. He coached that year right. He had Alex Smith. He had Alex Smith as the game manager. Yeah. Did what he had to do when he knew Colin Kaepernick was ready.
Yeah.
To hell with Smith. Let's bring Kaepernick.
Look, we saw it go down.
And just like 40 said, Harb handpicked Kaepernick.
He did.
Alex Smith knew that if something happened to him, he was out of there. He knew it.
Jim Harbaugh already knew got there. He wanted Cap. He saw.
That's why he went so gracefully. That's why he just walked away.
Oh yeah, it's all
he knew.
And when Alex Smith went down, Jim Harbaugh was like, "Oh, you down?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Cap."
Hey, I believe it too, because he didn't even give your boy a chance. He's like, "Oh, you good? Your concussion is over. Oh, you can come back. Nah, we all right. We straight." And I was a little upset about it. Hey, listen though, I have had a blast tonight, and I want to thank our guest, 49 Cent, for coming through, man, and putting up with this nonsense. Because look, 40, this is what I deal with weekly. Weekly, son.
Can we have like an applause? I didn't curse one time.
You actually did really well. You actually did well. You actually did well.
You want to
tell my mom to watch the show now.
There you go, man. There you go. Hey, listen, we want to thank you for coming through, man, and good to have your perspective because you are a diehard. I'm gonna tell you, it's people like you and the voice. People like that, I love having y'all on the show, man. I love it because you'll look at us right in the face. They be like, dude, you are absolutely wrong.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love it. It's all great.
I mean, it just comes with longevity, man. Longevity.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, we are out of here, and everybody. I wish everybody well on week 1 because somebody gonna be upset on Monday morning. And I'm hoping that I'm not one of those guys. But again. JB, Glass, always good to see you guys. Any important shots y'all want before we get up out of here, man?
Let me do one thing. Yeah. I just want to say personally to you, 40, man, I like what you're doing, man. I do watch the stuff. It's kind of, I don't want to, be one of those guys that comment and troll all over your stuff, but I just get my view in, enjoy it, and let it be. But since you're here personally, I like what you're doing, man. And, if you've been following us, I appreciate real fans. I don't care who you are, as long as you're real. And that's pretty much it. But you're more than welcome to come back through here anytime, whether your team got the big #1 game or not. You're welcome to come back through here anytime. I encourage that.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Right. Yeah. What about you, Glass? What's up?
Hey, man, I'm a piggyback of JB. I appreciate 49 Cents been on here. Been following him forever. Him and C. McCarver Jr. Oh, yeah. Y'all do some great stuff up there in 49 land and whatnot. Yeah. Appreciate you being on here. And shameless plug. Get with the sports, pick 'em and shut up league. We're about to get blow up. We want females.
Yes.
I want females up in there. Oh, yeah. 49 Cents, get your girl up in there. Big Q, I gotta have somebody go up against Bernie B. Yeah. I'm tired of giving her first lady of the league. You know what I'm saying?
And it's way too easy for her.
Right. Whoever want to get up in there, shoot an email at me at getwiththesports2@gmail.com with the picture, because we're gonna have top 10 Tuesdays. We're gonna shine all the top 10 players up in there, but get on up in here before the season starts and let's go ahead and have fun.
Right. Hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for checking us out tonight, man. We had a blast like always. I want to give a special shout out to the Nana Empire, man. I see Mr. Frisco. I see Mr. P-Town. I see Iraqi Vet. I see y'all up in the Twitter box, man. Hey, listen, thank y'all guys for checking us out. And I guess we'll save for next week because, normally we do the winners, losers, and locks. But, we out of time, so we can't do it. It would have been fun. But we'll do it next week. Hey, listen, man. Anything you want to say before we get out of here, 40?
Yeah, man, I want to give a big shout out to my Nana Empire brothers, man. Mr. Frisco, Iraqi Vet, QB Willie B, Billy Badass, Danny TV, Big Thizzle, Osmosis, C. McCarver Jr., all you boys, man. I love making these videos with y'all, man. Y'all my homies, man. If I forgot anybody, man, my bad. But shout out to all you boys, man.
You mean tell me you didn't have a list in front of you, man? Because the way you read that off.
Is what it is.
All right, man. Hey, listen.
Like my brothers, man.
I know that's right. Hey,
like my soldiers in this war,
Hey, for 49 cents and TeamBoydTV, I'm your boy Big Q. That's JB and that's Glass. We out of here, man. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. Come on. You can do it.